Good morning all of you. In this video session we are going to learn two different methods which is useful for prevention of the corrosion. The first method is electroplating and the second method is cementation. So let's begin with our topic, electroplating. The definition of electroplating is it is a process in which coating of more resistance metals like, which is the more resistance metal, chromium, silver, nickel, gold onto the base metal with the help of electric current is called as what? Electroplating, right? What is the electroplating? Electroplating, it is a process in which coating of more resistant metal like chromium, gold, nickel, right, silver onto the base metal with the help of electric current is known as what? Electroplating, right? In the electroplating, mostly the following materials can be useful as a coating material. Which one? Copper, gold. Actually the gold, it is one of the excellent corrosion resistance because it is the precious metal or the noble metal. Silver, nickel, tin, even the solder alloy, brass alloy, cadmium, palladium, zinc, these are the material is used as what? More resistant material and which is coated onto what? The base metal, right? And your base metal protected from the corrosion. So out of this material, the few material are very excellent or good corrosion resistance, but other material does not the corrosion resistance, but though they are coated onto the base metal. Why? Because that material shows the property such as what? Conductivity. So due to this reason, this material is coated onto what? The base metal, right? So probably or the most probably copper, gold, silver, nickel, right? Even tin, solder alloy, brass alloy, cadmium, palladium and zinc. These are the used as what? The coating material, electroplating coating material, right? Now, what is the purpose of the electroplating? Basically, the purpose of the electroplating is decoration, right? Then protection and repairing. These are the three main purpose of the electroplating. What is the decoration? In order to have attractive and beautiful appearance, right, of the article. So due to this, their decorative value as well as commercial and market value of the article is goes on what? Increasing. This is the first purpose. The second purpose is what? Your protection. The electroplating is done in order to have what? Protection. Your base metal or metal surface can be protected from what? Atmospheric corrosion. Then repairing. The defective part of machinery, it can be repaired with the help of what? Electroplating. So this is the purpose of what? Your electroplating. Now what is the objectives of the electroplating? Electroplating, it can increase the resistance of the corrosion, right? Electroplating, it can also increase the resistance from the chemical attack. Electroplating, it can also improve the physical resistance or physical appearance of the material, and it can also improve the decorative as well as the commercial value of the metal. So these are the objectives of the electroplating. Now the process is very simple. First of all, the article, right? The article to be electroplated is cleaned with dilute H2SO4 in order to remove the any oxide layer, right? Then it is cleaned with water, polished and suspended into what? Electrolyte bath, right? The article to be electroplated, which is made as what? Cathode, right? And that cathode is connected with what? Anode. So anode is a pure plate of the metal, right, whose coating is dissolved onto what? Base metal, which is placed into what? A solution of what? Electrolyte. So the electrolyte is nothing but what? Whose coating is dissolved, right, onto the cathode. That is salt is used as what? Electrolyte, right? Then what would happen if the chromium, silver, nickel is act as an anode? Then there is a what? Loss of electron, means oxidation is going to take place at this chromium, silver, nickel. See, the reaction is represented like this. And if this chromium, silver, nickel is act as a cathode, then the reaction is going to take place reverse, right? So in this way, your base metal get protected with the help of what? Electroplating process, right? Now, what is the advantages of the electroplating process? The electroplating is useful to improve the thickness of the material. Then electroplating is carried out in presence of very high melting point. For example, silver, gold, nickel, chromium, it having very high melting point and it can applied over heat, right? Electroplating process is the non-expensive techniques, right? In electroplating coating, fine coating can be obtained, right? Electroplating can be done any article or any shape, right? The coating is strongly adhered to the metallic surface. It can be applied for the surface of the plastic, glass, wood. Means their decoration purpose also we can use the electroplating. So these are the advantages of the electroplating process. What is the application of the electroplating? Mostly electroplating is useful for the protection of the corrosion. In order to have the decorative and beautiful appearance, electroplating can be useful. Electroplating can be useful to have the surface of plastic, glass, wood conducting material for the decoration. For electroforming of many part of machine by electrodeposition of the thick layer. It is also applicable for the metals and non-metals for the improvement of hardness. Even the electroplating is also useful to improve the strength of the material. So these are the applications of what your electroplating process, right? Then the second important techniques is what your cementation or diffusion coating. Now, what is the cementation or diffusion coating? Cementation or diffusion coating, in this technique, there is a formation of strong layer of the alloy of the coating metal and base metal on the surface of the base metal. It is called as what? Cementation or diffusion coating. The coating material, which is heated in rotating revolving drum at very high temperature, then a thick coating can be obtained at the base metal. Mostly there are three different techniques for the cementation or diffusion coating. First one is the sherdizing, colorizing and chromizing. These are the three different techniques. So what is the sherdizing of the coating? Sherdizing, it is the process of the cementation or diffusion coating. In this technique, zinc is coated onto what? Base metal, which is heated at 350 to 370 degrees Celsius temperature in revolving drum and rotated for what? 2 to 3 hours. Then there is a formation of what? FeZn alloy. So this process is called as what? Your sherdizing process, right? What is the sherdizing process? Sherdizing, it is a cementation or diffusion coating. In this coating, zinc powder is mixed with what? Your base metal and which is heated in rotating drum at temperature 350 to 370 degrees Celsius temperature, right? And which is rotated or heated for 2 to 3 hours. This is the process of what? Your sherdizing. The second technique is what? Colorizing. In colorizing, aluminum powder is mixed with what? Base metal in rotating revolving drum, which is heated at 840 to 930 degrees Celsius temperature and which is rotated for 4 to 6 hours, right? So aluminum is converted into what? Alumina, Al2O3. Okay. Then last technique is what? Chromizing. Chromizing, it is a cementation or diffusion coating. In this technique, 55% chromium and 45% aluminum mixture, which is heated in rotatory revolving drum near about very high temperature 1300 degrees Celsius to 1400 degrees Celsius temperature and which is rotated 3 to 4 hours, then the coating can be obtained. Then this coating is known as what? Chromizing techniques, right? So these are the three different techniques for the cementation and diffusion coating, right? The application of the cementation or diffusion coating is what? Coating the small articles, right? Which is the small articles such as nut bolt, screw, pipes, wire, right? Various furniture parts, turbine, blades. For that protection, we can useful the cementation or diffusion coating, right? Again, this technique is applicable for the base metals like as the steel. It is also useful for the strong coating and having a good abrasion resistance. So these are the advantage of the cementation coating. Due to the cementation coating, a strong coating can be obtained and the coating material having what? Very good abrasion resistance. So this is the advantages or the applications of the cementation coating, right? I hope that you understood both the concept. The first one is electroplating, the definition, purpose, objectives, process and advantages and applications of the electroplating. And the second technique is cementation or diffusion coating, their types and uses of the cementation or diffusion coating. If you have any doubts regarding to these two techniques, you may post your queries onto the Google Classroom, right? So we will conclude here. Thank you very much.